Hi, welcome to this Blender video tutorial entitled Camera Constraint. One method of controlling the image plane of a Blender camera is to constrain it to look at another object. Commonly, this other object is an empty object. To demonstrate how to add a camera constraint, I've placed a monkey object in my Blender scene along with the default camera and lamp. I've added another hemi-lamp at a low energy level to brighten up the shadows. I'll press Shift-A and add an empty object to the scene. I will name this empty object Camera Focus Empty. I'll select the camera object and then click on the Constraints context icon in the Properties panel. This opens the Constraints editor. I'll click on Add Constraint and then select the Track to constraint. This displays the Track to constraint controls. I'll click on the Target box and choose the Camera Focus Empty object as the camera's Track to target. I'll then set the To control to -Z and the Up control to Y. The camera is now constrained to look at the camera focus empty. Let's zoom in a bit on the camera to understand these settings a little bit better. I'll switch to local orientation so we can see the camera's axes. Note that the local Z-axis of the camera runs through the center of the viewing plane. The -Z direction is therefore the direction we want the camera to point to the target. The top of the camera is signified by the color triangle. Note that this is in the positive Y direction. Therefore, we want the up setting to be Y. Now that the camera is constrained to the camera focus empty, we can move the empty anywhere in the scene and the camera will always point directly at it. Also, if we move the camera, it will always look at the camera focus empty. This makes it very easy to control what the camera is focused on. Here I will press Ctrl-Alt-Q and go to Quad View. I will place the camera empty on top of the monkey object. Now when I move the camera, the monkey will always be in the center of the camera image plane. To make this constraint even more useful, the camera focus empty or the camera itself can be animated or parented to other objects.